nothing was too small for her to handle or to take care of. And she just, it didn't matter, you know. It would help the district or help you, help the kids. She was just right there. It didn't matter what it was.
Yeah. I don't know where she got her energy. Yeah. I mean, she was always on the go. Always. She'd do her business, and next thing you know, she's gone. You know what I mean? She wouldn't just,
Pick up my medicine, and here comes Pat, and she says, "Oh, I'm glad I get to talk to somebody in line while we're waiting for our medicine." I said, "Yeah, so what's going on?" But she was always, I mean, it could be 8 o'clock at night, and she said,
her disposition was always great.
Yeah, she never seemed to get tired.
You know, when you were saying that she always made you feel like she cared, it's because she truly cared.
Yes,
She believed you were special. You know, every person was contributing to the larger goal. And to her, that was it, the kids. And if you were here for kids, you're special.
Sure.
So that was for me.
Right away put in a principal position. Yeah, she was good. Do I need to move out of your way?
No, I'm filming.
Oh, you're filming?
Yeah. Tell me some of your thoughts about Pat.
Oh, what was interesting about Pat is she looked for the unique talent in each teacher. And I still remember she gathered a group of us together and said, "John, you would be good to take classroom management training. Not that you can't do it, but the fact that you could teach it later on. Called another person in to get her specialized in math, and tried to just positively bring out the strengths in each faculty member. And she was always there behind you to support you when you said, "I can't do it." She said, "Yes, you can." It was great.
Always there for the other person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
"You're ready. You're gonna pose."
Well, you were there. You were there with Pat from Piedmont days.
Yes.
I'm sure you have a lot to share.
Yes. Well, first I was in special ed, and then in math.
Tell your story. It's wonderful. I'm sure a lot of people would know it. She's got a great Pat story.
Pat used to, she would come almost every day and observe us, and she had these clicky heels, so we could hear her clicking down the hallway, so we knew when she'd come, and she'd click through her classrooms and walk among the children, and then leave a little post-it on our desk, a positive one, and then click out, and she did that each day. So that would be my story I wanted to share. Yes.
Thank you.
Fun. Yeah. And Pat came early on in a beautiful white suit because she always looked nice. Very nice. Maybe early in the school year when she first started at Piedmont. And some girls started to get into a fight, and she went in to break them up, and she ended up with hot chocolate all over the front. She never wore the white suit again. Lesson number 1, don't break up girls when they're fighting.
Or don't do it with a white suit.
Not with a white suit.
Laneview, I remember she was, wasn't she a speech therapist at Laneview?
When I met her, she was a speech therapist, and she came to Laneview as our principal. And she made it known that she didn't know how long she'd be there. She was kind of an interim principal, but she was going to pretend she'd be there forever, and unfortunately she wasn't. She was the most knowledgeable principal I've ever worked with in my 34-year career. She would walk into my kindergarten class and know the materials. That was amazing for a principal to know kindergarten materials. And one of her most famous things, I think, is nobody was ever made to come to a staff meeting, but she let it be known that if decisions were to be made and you weren't there in the decision-making process, you were going to live with the decisions of the group anyway. And nobody ever missed a staff meeting. And we will dearly miss Pat. She was a wonderful, wonderful person.
Thank you.
Cut.
Thank you.
and
you still are.
I'm still in the networking department of here of the district, and a lot of problems we always had. Pat would always come to us to get a lot of that network stuff solved, take care of the PCs, make sure we took care of our customers, our teachers and stuff. Yeah, I remember Pat from a long time.
Yeah, I know she depended on you.
Yes, she did. She depended on us quite a bit.
You were the tech man.
Yep, and God, it's just, you know, just so many times I can remember her, you know, making a little phone call to help, you know, come over and help us out, you know, and we'd get over there and take care of her, so it was
But
great.
you can always feel that she had a lot of trust in you, you know.
Oh.
She never
and
micromanaged.
And my kids went to Piedmont when she was principal over there too. My daughter did and everything. So yeah, I've known her a long time. It's great. It's
good memories.
It's good memories. Absolutely good memories. That's why I like keeping them. Just looking around the room here, seeing everybody that's here. It's just wow. it's a lot of memories in this room here too. People I've worked with. So
thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. Sandy Shimamura wanted to tell you about.
She has to use her voice more often. Those of us who are retired, you know, we don't have to yell at a large group. So just talk softly now. But anyway, all of you had an opportunity to talk about Pat and to remember all the things that she did for everybody. And so what I would like for you to do is to write down something. That's top here. Write down something that Pat, a thought about Pat. And then Lonnie Brummeyer.
Share a couple things about Pat. And not much income, and that's why I met Pat. And Pat was a mentor's mentor. So we had a meeting. Pat liked meetings. We had a little staff meeting. There were just a few people there. And Pat sent us a card that said, "You're not exactly what I prayed for, but you're what I got." So we were good. So we went into our first staff meeting with Pat. A lot of hard work at that time, and we just loved working with Pat. But you couldn't get here before. And if you ever called to call in early and say you weren't coming and you were hoping for a machine, Pat would answer the phone. "Pat Stelwagen." And then you had to say, "I'm not feeling really well today." So Pat was Pat. We all know Pat. She touched us all. She was truly a mentor's mentor and really touched women and men, but mostly the gals that were working here. We really benefited from knowing Pat in our working life, and I just want to be thankful for that.
Anybody else? And then at your leisure, just come up and write a little note that would remind Frank or let him know. I mean, there's no way.
Get to come and they'd like to donate to the bench. You can take the flyer and the envelope home. Okay?
We want to thank you all so much for coming in. As long as you want.
Hold on, Linda. 30 years. And when I heard there was going to be a memorial service for Pat, so we'd all get together and share information, I said, well, there's going to be 50+ people, and all of them have to get up and say something, but you guys are just sitting on your so just give me an opportunity, a chance to have a few words. And notice your comments when you respond, yes or no, maybe so. You all had wonderful things and very true things to say about Pat. One of the things that struck me about Pat is she always looked at a person and saw us as a different person. I was in the classroom for 17 years, just as happy as I could be, getting along well with kids, had curriculum down. Some days most days at 2:30, I was out of there. Some days found me and almost in real business by 3:30 fishing. So life was good. So there was an opening for a vice principal at Sierra Mount when I was there, and they asked me if I wanted to do it. And I had the credentials, which I got to get more money on the pay scale, not to go to administration. So I said, well, what does that mean? They said the full meet every day, deal with kids, deal with parents, meetings. I said, that sounds like a lot of fun to me.